Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free-to-play week. Today is a day. Yesterday was fine. We got back from the little weekend. Not a big deal. Today we're in the soup. And not enjoyable. But, and plus complications, with the guy at work, and would help out, but I remember those four kids that I keep talking about. Yeah, I gotta deal with them tomorrow. So, and plus my kids don't have school the rest of the week, so there's that. But, and it's just like, I would if I could, but I can't, and you can't, and it's like, the guy was like, put this in the group text at like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, if you knew this was, I mean, I didn't read the text, but if you knew that this was coming, why did you ask like last week? But obviously I don't know the specifics of the situation, so, but I'm just like, one of the guys even texted me, they're like, hey, is there any way you can help out? I'm like, no, sorry, no. I'm just like, because I was thinking about it, and then I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, I haven't even started doing anything. And it's super late, so wish I could, but the answer is no. But 13 more, my friends, 13 more. And this is where we keep losing all that energy that I keep talking about how we're leaking energy. And here's the thing, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use all this energy until we get this ship done. So if that means we go all the way down to we run out of energy totally. I mean, we run out of crystals totally before we get this done. Then so be it. But 13 more. I'm hoping 3 more days at the most. Obviously, I would like it if we could hit a couple. If we could hit just go on an amazing run where we pull like whatever the max number that we can pull in a day is, and that's what I want it to be. We could pull 7 and then 5, and then I don't know. If we could have it done in 3 days, that'd be great. But we get 1,200. We get 1,300 crystals. We're not in great shape crystal wise. But whenever we get done with the ship, that's when we're going to go back into crystal savings. I'm going to save back up to 4,000. Then we'll burn it down. But the good thing is, when we burn it back down, when we run it back to 1,000, we won't have this ship to deal with. So keep that in mind. But we are maintaining the farm of, 100 fleet data here, 100 fleet here, and of course, containing energy here. And I'd love to finish Talon, but we need to start getting towards Slicker once we get this ship done. So there is that. But we're just focused on what they're focused on. We finished. Did I finish Qui-Gon yesterday or today? I feel like it was today. But yeah, Qui-Gon's done. So that means all we get is Jimmy. It's just Jimmy, and then we're on to the Geos. And, like I said before, I'm okay with you if you think that I'm wrong on the Geos. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not doing it because it's a popular thing to do. I'm doing it because basically I feel like I need to just for my account. which should, if you don't feel that way, it's fine. It's fine. We can be. It's fine. I just said, I feel like that's where I need to be for my account. And then, after that, you can, if you just, you can roll your eyes or whatever you want about me doing my geos. It's fine. But, and then after that, we'll just move on to whatever else needs to be moved on to. Well, we still got 3 pieces before we can do that. But, and if you've forgotten, it's Geos, it's the Poncho Bros, and then Bears, Ayla, and Killeron. Assuming we have Killeron done by then, which we may or may not have. Because, and then if it's not, we'll just fill wherever, but this is the pattern. It's Geos, Jedi, Bounty Hunters, Jedi. So, hope you're okay with that. If not, we'll figure it out along the way. But you can see I'm really close to GBA because I started on GBA before. Then I was like, oh, I need these Jedi. So that's where we stopped. And we're like, oh, let's get some Jedi. So we did that. But feeling pretty good about a lot of stuff. Heading the right direction. Listening to Arnold here talk. This is the 13th. This is the 14th, by the way. Listening to Arnold talk about CX2. Who he's like, I don't know why he keeps saying it's tech. Why it would be tech, I don't know, because it doesn't make sense that it's tech. CX2, who I think it's weird that they decided to put him in. Just whatever, but they ended up backdooring another member of the Bad Batch, sort of not. Somebody from the Bad Batch series, and I know Scorch was there. And you know what? It's weird. Isn't it weird that they kind of... Because Appo's from the Clone Wars, right? And so is this disguised stormtrooper. But Scorch and CX2, they're from the Bad Batch, season 3. So I kind of feel like they might not be done with the Bad Batch season 3. And I still maintain that there's a lot of, and maybe they'll put these off of one-offs, just every so often. Emery, Dr. Hemlock, Fee. Because I still feel like there's a lot of run there with those characters. And if you didn't see, I think I did a video back in, I don't know if it was January or December before we got into this new Bad Batch that we just finished. But I went through the characters of all of the characters that appeared in season 3 of Bad Batch. I'm like, what if they put this character in? It was Hemlock, and it was Fee, and it was Emery, and I'm like, what if they put these characters in? Why don't they put these characters in? And of course, Bounty Hunter Asajj was in there, and I forget whoever else, but it would have I just thought that it would have been a much better thing if they would have done these. And obviously there's places, hey, if they need, if they need to expand the Empire, they can always put Hemlock in, or if they need to, expend the smugglers, they can always put Fee in. If they need to expend the bounty hunters, they can always put Bounty Hunter Fennec in. Which I'm sure Arnold will be like, this is just a reskin of this. Because that's what he always does. He's like, the whole thing they did with Ahsoka, and the whole thing they did with Obi-Wan, or it's Padawan Obi-Wan, and it's Master Qui-Gon instead of... And he did the same shenanigans with Master Mace. And it's fine. But I do think we're going to see. I'm really curious about Andor because I'm filming this when we're about a week away from the Andor premiere. You're obviously seeing this around the Andor premiere because the Andor, I don't know, not sure when this video is going to premiere, but I know that the Andor premiere is going to be on the 22nd. And they've already said it's going to be 3 episodes per week. So that's going to be a lot. And I'm here for it. And, I think it'll be really fun. I know a lot of people don't love Andor because they think that, that's not what Star Wars is to them. But, I mean, they destroyed the Death Star somehow. And, that obviously this is a part of the Heir to the Empire that they retconned where it wasn't Bothans that brought the Empire stuff, who got the plans for the Death Star. It was actually this Rogue One squadron had led by Cassian Andor that did it. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, there's that. Gary. Not quite sure what happened there. We're okay. But we got things going on. It'll be fine. What else do I need? I'm not sure. We need to do this. Then I think we got returns the other day, which is fine. Glad that I did that before left for the thing. Yeah. We can get this, if we can get it into this window where we're close, and I just want to get done with it. And this is here when we get within a 4. But I don't know. We're 13 away. I feel like it's going to be 3 days before we're here, and it may or may not be here. If it is, look what our crystal income just popped up to with whatever we got. So we got another couple days. So, it'll be fine. I don't know where we get that those random gems, but we're up to 2,100 now, just nonchalantly, which is an inside joke between me and my wife because it was a hilarious conversation that we had yesterday. But I think everybody think they'll be good. 35 of these. I didn't. So let's look at Zetas real quick. And we know we don't need Qui-Gon Plo. Don't need it for Relic. We don't need it for the Geodes. We could put it. I already got the Conquest, Omicron, and Zeta on Obi-Wan. We could put it on Master Qui-Gon. There's Barriss. Barriss needs one, but she's Relic 1. She's only level 1. I don't think Ayla has one. I know Kilran has 2. And then there's Bounty Hunters where everybody but Cad Bane has a Zeta. And then we have a lot of, so we don't really have anything pressing. So we might end up holding on to it for, we might have our first, almost all the way to our second, to our second, Zeta that we're potentially holding on to for, Slicker. So we're in the window. Like I said, I'm really, I'd love to be able to finish Talon before we break off and start getting Zetas, but I kind of feel like we need to start stacking Zetas. So I'm going to set. So I think we're going to start Friday. I think I'm going to try to get Talon as high as I can, and then maybe this weekend we'll start actively going after Zetas for what we need to be able to bring Slicker up. So Slicker is still going to be my first GL across all 5 accounts because I don't have them on any other accounts. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I have no idea what it's going to be like, and we'll figure it out together. I don't really care about spoilers, so if you want to spoil my thing about this, how you do it, that's fine, because it's fine. Anyway, I think we're good. Thanks so much for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, let me know. Otherwise, make sure you're seeing this after Easter, so I hope you had a good Easter. God bless. Keep holding the line. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.